Hello Mohawk! On this episode of MoCast, we find out more about the Provincial Women's Basketball Championships that we're hosting here at the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Centre. We shine the spotlight on a dynamic duo of social service worker students who are organizing the annual Accessibility Awareness Day, and then we do a road trip to our second annual Community Builders Project with the Ontario Trillium Foundation. So to prove that if you build it, they will come, we're here with Michelle Ball. Michelle's the Director of Student Engagement and Athletics. How are you, Michelle?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing, Jay?
Excellent. So, hey, the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Centre has been open now for, what, 6 months?
Yeah.
And we're about to play host to a provincial tournament and then next year to a national tournament. So let's start with the provincial tournament first. Who's coming at the end of February?
So the end of February is the Women's Provincial Basketball Championships, and we're hosting them here at the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Centre. So
how many teams?
There'll be 8 teams from around the province, so we won't know what teams until we get closer to the event, but we do know that our own Mountaineers will be there.
Right. And not just because we're hosting, but because they are having an awesome season.
They are having a fantastic season, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Every week we watch them kind of go up in the standings, so hopefully they'll peak just in time for the provincials.
Right, and so they'll have home court advantage, I guess, if we get crowds in the stands, they can cheer them on.
Yes, and we're encouraging everyone to come out and cheer them on. The tournament starts, practices on a Wednesday, games on a Thursday to Sunday, so it's during reading week, and it'd be great to have people out to watch some of the games.
All right, so that's the provincials with the women's basketball, and then the national championships will be next year. So who's that?
So we're also hosting the men's national championships next year, so that will be teams from across the country. We're very excited to do that. The bid process started actually last May, and it was confirmed in January that where bid was accepted and we're hosting.
I noticed that we have a sponsor. Who is the sponsor, the presenting sponsor for the women's provincial basketball tournament?
So our presenting sponsor is Bud's BMW Hamilton, and they've decided to join on as partners for both the provincial women's as well as the national men's.
Excellent. So any chance if we throw a basket from center court and get it in, we'd get a free BMW?
I'd have to talk to our partners, but we'll see. You never know.
The chances of my doing that, though, they don't have to worry. All right, so about every semester here at Mohawk College, we have around 1,000 students who have some form of a physical or mental challenge. And supporting those students are the good folks at Accessible Learning Services. And they also have students who are helping out in the department as well. And we are joined by 2 of them, and you are?
Chipo Sekeramai, and I am a social service worker student, 2nd year.
Okay, so you're almost done, Mohawk College.
In April, yay!
All right, and you are?
I'm Anna Irving Peckham, and I'm the 1st year placement student, social service worker student.
Okay, so you're the dynamic duo. You are heavily involved in planning an Accessible Awareness Day at the college. Can you tell us a bit more about that, like when it is, what people can expect, and who's coming to the day?
Yes, so the event is going to be on March 19th from 10 to 2 p.m. It's going to be in the Sea Wing Lounge and the Scotiabank Cafe.
Here at the Fennel campus?
Yes, here at the Fennel campus, and we will have 18 community organizations who will come and have a booth set up, and they'll be giving information on the different types of disabilities and how they affect members of our community. Okay,
so who can come out to the day?
Everyone's welcome to come out. Everyone here at the college, bring your friends, family. It's going to be a great day. The Hamilton Tiger Cats are coming. We're going to be doing a accessibility challenge, so everyone's welcome to participate in that challenge.
And cheer on the Ticats.
That's right.
So you, Chirpo, actually have the privilege of working with students who have challenges every week. You're constantly dealing with them. What would you tell other students who don't have that opportunity?
That the students that I work with in Accessible Learning Services are very gifted and excel in their program areas, and like the rest of us, do need a little help in order to be successful.
Yeah. Do you find them inspiring?
Absolutely. I have learned a lot from my students, both professionally and personally.
When did you start planning for this day that we're having in March?
I started planning in September when I started my placement, and this involved finding the space in the college and contacting the individual community partners, and that's been an exciting roller coaster ride.
It's like planning a wedding.
Except I'm not the bride.
Which might be a good thing or bad thing?
A good thing.
All right. Mohawk College became the first in Ontario last year to partner with the Ontario Trillium Foundation on a community building project. The project was a great success, so the college and Trillium have gotten back together for the second annual project. And to tell us more about what's about to happen next month, we are joined by Brad McDonald. Brad is the coordinator of the Building and Renovation Program. Brad, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. So are you ready for this year's project?
We're getting ready.
Okay. You got a few more weeks. So we're here at Delta United Church in the Friendship Hall, which is about to become the living lab for your students. How many students will be rolling in, and what work are you going to be doing here?
90 building and renovation students and a couple of students from other programs as well.
That's quite the crew.
It is. We'll break them up into small manageable chunks and work them through.
And are you the supervisor of those students?
Myself, Stan Rewalden, and Andy Ross will be this year as well.
So what are those cast of 100 students going to be doing here at Delta United?
The bulk of the work is going to be in this room. We're going to put a new ceiling, fresh coat of paint on the walls, new windows. They need new windows desperately. And then the big job is going to be replacing the existing floor with a new hardwood gym floor. We're going to Groves Electric's going to partner with us again, and he's great. He's going to come in and he's going to make the fixtures brighter and more efficient. We also have Ironstone is coming in, and they're going to do an accessible front door.
So what do the students get out of this project?
Well, they get an experience. The experience is working on a project with real timelines, real budget, real material that isn't endless, and they have to work together as a team despite personal differences or whatever. So this is about as real a world scenario as we could possibly give them, while still being under the umbrella of some faculty members there to give them guidance.
How much is Trillium contributing to the project?
This year, our piece is $50,000, just under $50,000 for what we're doing, which really translates into about $100,000 worth of work, considering the students are volunteering their labor and the faculty is volunteering their expertise and their labor for the 3 weeks as well.
Cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Let's do a quick recap of last year's project. What was that?
That was the renovation of the second story of the Ancaster Theatre. It was a 2-week job that turned into a 3-week job, and it was going to be really easy until we opened up the building and we found 13 unsupported roof joists and 14 buried junction boxes. So that renovation turned into an entire gut. And we pulled it together. We added an extra week to the project, and the students that worked on that project, if they didn't learn a ton, I don't know how to give them a better living lab than that one.
And now we're joined by Reverend Shelley Smith of Delta United Church. How are you, Shelley?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, so just to give us a sense of, so much of the renovations will be done here in Friendship Hall. What is this hall used for? How many people come through your doors every week to use this space?
This hall is used a lot. We have a drumming group that comes in Thursdays. We have the largest AA group, we have the largest scouting group, and so I believe about 400 per week come through.
It's a busy space.
It is very busy.
So what will the renovations that Mohawk and Trillium are pulling off in this space mean for the church and for the folks who use it?
It means a lot. The church has a vision of outreach ministry and community ministry, and so as we celebrate our 85th year of ministry in East Hamilton this year, actually, we're looking forward to expanding on that, and certainly having a facility that's beautiful and up to date will just be awesome for our people.
So you're getting the extreme home makeover on your 85th year.
We are, and we're very excited about that.
We are joined with Michelle Ball. We are joined with, we are joined by. We are joined with. Okay, so how many of your, so first of all, you're in building reno. Oh, hang on.
These are going to be great bloopers.